ladies and gentlemen. Yes, double decker today, yes. Alright, we're going to get into this story, and also, happy Palm Sunday. We're going to get into this story. Yeah, we got another Dusty. Dusty strikes again. This Dusty, and I've done commentary on it, Dusties that can't handle rejection. So this pretty girl that he's seen, he wanted her number. He approached her. Probably in a creepy way, because that's probably why she rejected you. See, men, you have to understand. You have to approach a woman a certain way. He probably was touching on her all up in her face, smelling like alcohol, smelling like weed, and she was like, She's not attracted to Dusties. Her and her sister, her twin sister. Mama raised them well. Don't entertain Dusties. You can do better. Alright, so we're going to get into this story, and I'm going to share my thoughts and opinions. And what you do is share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. And make sure you hit the like and share me out on your social media. And tell me, what do you think of this? And also, let me know, to the ladies, have you been in a situation dealing with rejecting a man and he decides he wants to go berserk? Because I know I've been there. A couple of months ago, I went through the situation too. It's just amazing. I don't understand. I understand. You see a pretty lady, you know, men, you want to approach, you want to take her out and stuff. But if she says no, just drop it. Let it go. So no need to call her name, treat her a certain way. And to the extent what this lowlife did, you got to be kidding me. She died, but her twin sister, he also, stabbed, but she made it. And the mother's distraught. Who birthed this lowlife? Who birthed him? Where's your mommy and daddy? And where was he hiding for this whole week? All right, we're going to get into this. Let's get it.
Stabbing happened around 2:30 in the morning on Sunday outside of Bodega in Park Slope, Brooklyn. Witnesses say a group of men tried engaging the women, and when they said that they weren't interested, things turned violent.
All right, Fox 5's Ashley Rodriguez joins us live from the scene where our community has been left devastated. Ashley.
Yeah, the witnesses say these men were sinister. They were looking to start trouble. They came into the bodega Sunday morning, argumentative and aggressive. And one of them decided to attack a 19-year-old girl, killing her, all because she wouldn't give him her number. Outside Wyckoff Gardens Public Housing in Park Slope sits a makeshift memorial for 19-year-old Samyia Spain.
She's a sweetheart.
Samyia was killed early Sunday morning by a man who wanted her number. After she told him no, he waited for her outside the bodega on 4th Avenue and St. Mark's Place, and in a belligerent rage, stabbed her in the neck and chest, while her older brother and twin sister tried to fight him off. Soon after calling police, the siblings had to break the tragic news to their family from the hospital.
Granddaddy, Somaya, got stabbed and she died.
What was your reaction?
I couldn't believe it. My wife started crying. We never expect nothing like this to happen.
Park Slope residents were shocked by news of yet another senseless murder at the hands of what appeared to be a crazed individual who had no ties to the victim but chose to lash out at random.
I'm so scared.
Witnesses weren't sure if the man and his friends were drunk, but said he was in a rage, adamant she'd give him what he wanted. Rejected and revengeful, with no respect for the 19-year-old's life, he killed her, leaving her family broken and bitter.
It's really sad, it's really sick. All I can tell you is really, really sick.
And we don't know much about that group of men. We do know one of them was wearing a ski mask. Now, the bodega behind me, it does have cameras, and we know that police have that footage. I was able to see the family outside of the home today. They did not want to talk to the media, but you could just see it all over their faces. They are completely devastated and heartbroken by this. And as I talk to residents in the neighborhood, really, they're all wondering why some people are just so angry and so violent that they would attack strangers.
This is a sad story, and it's happened so often. I don't understand. What did he thought he was going to prove by that? What did he thought, Who was his parents? Who raised him? Who is he living with? Where was he hiding for this whole week? Do this to this beautiful young girl, just mad because she doesn't entertain Dusties. Mommy raised her well. She raised the twins well. They don't entertain these type of dudes. You know, this is not what they want. You can't force them. You can't force a woman to want a Dusty. No. Ladies, stay dust free. Just stay dust free. And stop with the bushes. Y'all in the rose garden. Women in the rose garden. The men in the bushes. All right. We got an, well, I said I was going to read an article. I'm just going to read some of it. So y'all just hang in there. Let's get into this article. All right. Dusty Lowlife strikes again. We got another one. Another Dusty strikes again. It just doesn't end. Does it? Doesn't end. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Does my volume sound good myself? All right, let me get into this article. And this news article goes, twin teens girls stabbed, one fatally at New York City bodega after rejecting attackers' advances. A pair of 19-year-old twin sisters were stabbed at a Brooklyn bodega early Sunday after rejecting their attackers' advances, with one of the teens killed in the assault and the other hospitalized in stable condition. I know the mother is going out of her mind. We're going to see the mother. We're going to see the interview with the mother. Samyia, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but this beautiful young lady and her sister were with a group of friends and relatives inside a Slope Natural Plus on 4th Avenue and Park Slope around 2:20 a.m. when the two were attacked, police said, sources said. According to the relatives, the attack came after the suspect tried to hit on the two girls but was shot down. So he tried to pick up the two girls and they was like, no, and he figured, well, you know, I know how to take care of this. While your head is down. You felt like you was big man on campus when you stabbed them. You feel like big man on campus. Why are you shamed now? Why? Lift your head up, you piece of crap. According to the relatives, the attack came after the suspect tried to hit on the two girls, but was shot down. He walked in and started hitting on her. Goodson, the girl's grandfather, told the Post. She said, "I don't want to be bothered with you. Leave me alone." Then the store owner put them out. Okay, man. When a woman says she don't want to be bothered, you know, it is what it is. Okay? And if you want to try to get the woman back, I mean, you gotta, you know, I'm talking about, well, that's different. I'm talking about trying to approach her. You can't approach a woman like this. She doesn't know you. You coming off all creepy. Probably smelling like alcohol and smelling like weed. Lord have mercy. All right. Let me finish the rest of this one here. Oh my gosh, I got comments here. All right, let me get back to the article. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Where am I at? Where am I? And then when the twins left the store, that's when the attacker, he was waiting for them, he added. He took it the wrong way. He came after them. That was wrong. That was dead wrong. I hope they catch this guy. Oh, yeah, they got him. Oh, Jeremy, I see you popping up in here. I see my mods on deck, Jack up in here, and BG. Thank you. Now, let me finish reading this article. All right, the twins had been with friends at a party early in the night. A woman who identified herself as the slain teen's godmother told the Post. She was with her mother and sister, the woman who would only give her name as China. Okay, only as China. Said Sunday. I'm sorry about that. Said Sunday. It was a whole bunch of them. They had a game night. I don't even know who he is, she said, of the attacker who remains on the loose. I've never seen him. Well, he ain't on the loose no more. Distraught loved ones gathered outside the slain teen's apartment building just hours after the fatal attack and mere blocks from the bodega to set up a makeshift memorial with flowers, teddy bears, and candles. She was a very good person. One's friends told the police. She was in school. She was working. See, she's working. She going to school. She got a life. She don't have time for dusty men like this. Do you hear this? The sisters didn't have time. They was on their purpose. They was following. They was listening to their mother. Stay dusty free. Get a good education. Follow your goals. And God will bless you with a good provider. A good provider, man, who won't beat on you. And won't cheat on you. And won't do you wrong. All right, let's get back at it. All right, she was a very good person, one friend told the Post. She was in school, she was working, she was very lovable. She didn't start any trouble. All she wanted to do was have fun. She didn't have to go out like that. Just enjoying the last years of her teens, heading early adults, just enjoying life, having a good time. And then she had to bump up with this Dusty, her and her sister. All right, she wasn't like a party girl. The friend said it was her first time trying to go out and have fun. Lord have mercy, first time going out. And this happens. In the post on her Instagram page, Somaya Spain appears to be getting a tattoo on Saturday, seemingly looking forward to the party. Game night at 9 pop out. A message on the page reads, the next post shows at the time at 9:23 p.m. My friend's looking for me at the club, but I'm drunk making new friends. She wrote in her last post, which showed her smiling inside an apartment. She was out having a good time. You just don't know what your day be like, ladies and gentlemen, do you? You get up in the morning, you don't know what's in store. All right. But the girl's aunt told the Post on Sunday that the group did stop at a local club after their house party and said that the suspect was there as well. Yep. Weirdos come out at night. However, Spain didn't know her assailant. Her friends added before blaming the attack on the city's lack of funding for mental health services. It was some random person. It's surprising, very surprising. It was a kitchen knife, the friend said. Lord have mercy. You know who I blame, the government, for a simple fact that y'all cut all of these mental health cares off, and now look who's running out here. They added, those are the people that don't get in trouble. There are thousands of cameras and there is no arrest. Oh, they got him. A woman at a memorial told the Post through tears, and Spain was her goddaughter, that they better catch him. She doesn't deserve that, she said. I'm almost done. Last page. The woman went to the deli after the party and encountered two men who made advances towards them and became upset with it after rejecting their moves. Where am I at? They're not sober. They get rejected and they just escalate it tenfold. All having a good night before this, the witness said. We just had left and we went to the store to get food. We all were getting sandwiches, beef patties, just to eat. Ooh, I remember those days in my teens. And we used to, we go out and we go get the beef patties and the sandwiches at the Bodega. That's all they was doing, just having clean fun. And like they said, she doesn't even get out. She's not even one of those girls go out. They probably her friends convinced her, come on out, have a good time. Okay, she goes out and have a good time, minding her business. And after they have a good time, she posts. She said, "Oh, I'm a little tipsy. I'm feeling good, having fun." People probably happy for her. Then they go to the Bodega, her and her sister. And here goes the Dusty. Wow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the music. Just give me a second here while I set up for the next video. And I also have 2 more crime stories after this. So if y'all can, hang in there. Or if not, I understand. I did do a double-decker today. All right, let's watch the low life. What a shame. Just look at him. I don't understand why his head is down. He had like he was big man on campus the other day, huh? Let's get it.
Anything you want to say for yourself? Veo Kelly had nothing to say being transported from the 78th Precinct station house to court. But family and friends of of the victim could not hold their emotions. They had plenty to say.
You gonna rot in jail, you ain't making it.
Even some choice words.
What would happen if somebody did that to your sister?
Police have been closing in on Kelly thanks to clear cell phone video of the incident and statement from witnesses who say he stabbed twin sisters, 19-year-old Samyia and Somaya Spain. Samyia survived, but Somaya did not. This allegedly after the victim rejected his advances. Witnesses say Kelly was hitting on Samyia inside this deli in Park Slope, but she did not want to give him her cell phone number or Instagram. Things escalated from there. Pix 11 News spoke exclusively.
Look at him. Why would any lady who want to talk to them? Just time like acting like a bunch of losers. Let's get back to it.
Pix 11 News spoke exclusively this week with LaShawn Goodson, the mother of the twins, who had this message for Kelly.
I just want him to suffer every day like I am. I want him to wake up every day in a cell, just like I gotta wake up every day with my mind in a cell.
She says Kelly ripped her family apart and changed her life forever.
I just want to lay in the bed and cry all day. I don't want to get up. I don't want to do nothing.
Sources tell us this is not the first time Kelly has been accused of being violent against a woman. Last year, he was...
Here we go. A Dusty like this, you know there's other women that he hurt. Yeah, let's listen. Let's listen to your past history. You was just a walking time bomb. You have a lot of hate. I don't know if you was felt as a child. You was abused by a stepfather, father, mother. I don't know what happened. Something happened to you. So now you letting out all your anger on other people. That's not the way to do it. It's called therapy. But you're probably a psychopath. You was probably just born crazy. So this is nothing new. Resume.
Was allegedly part of a group that assaulted and robbed an 18-year-old girl in Lower Manhattan. After the deadly stabbing Sunday morning, police have been in communication with Kelly's attorney, who agreed to have his client turn himself in Friday morning.
Do you see his eyes? They are spaced out. He's not even here. He basically checked out. They'll check you in the prison. What Jeremy said, glad I'm not that desperate for a woman. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. And this poor mother. But you did a great job raising your daughters. Great job. I don't hear none of them got no kids. 18, 19, they doing well. They was on their purpose, staying on school. They wasn't interested in dusty men. They want a man that can offer them something. Not, yo, babe, what you doing? What's up? WYD text. Oh, gosh. What does it come from with this WYD text? Resume.
Friends of the victim's family, Yvette Ramos, was also outside of the precinct. Once she saw Kelly, she broke down.
She did not deserve that.
Well, Kelly faces murder, attempted murder, assault, and criminal possession of a weapon.
It's time to...
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to set up for another clip. Just give me a second here. Enjoy the music while you wait. Okay, second here. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, welcome to New York. Okay, there's something else that happened in New York we're gonna get into. New Yorkers taking the subway, rush hour, going to work, and then you got a lunatic that gets on the train in the middle of rush hour. OMG. All right, let's get into this story. And then I have another one after this one. Let's get it.
Multiple shots fired inside a packed subway car during Thursday evening's rush hour.
Watching the video, I thought it was terrifying.
Marley Williams saying out loud what so many people are likely thinking after seeing cell phone video of an argument between two men gradually escalate from words to an alleged stabbing and ending with the man in black, who police describe as the aggressor, having the tables turned on him when he took out a...
I had to pause. Who just creeped through the back door? My life with the shy. And how you doing, Donald? How you doing? How you doing? Yep, crazy story, isn't it? All right, let's get back to New York subway system.
A gun. Police say the other man in the light-colored jumpsuit was able to wrestle away and take control of that gun before he fired several shots at the man in black, hitting him once in the head. NYPD Chief of Department Jeffrey Madry says the now badly injured aggressor broke the law before he even got on the train.
He did not pay his fare. Oftentimes we see people enter to the subway station looking to cause harm, and they never pay the fare.
I'm just rewinding a bit because I want to get back to this Dusty. This is another Dusty. The Dusty that feels entitled that he doesn't have to pay the fare. I want to see his face again. And he's right. He started off with no good. He was up to no good. Ladies, be careful. These Dusties are all over the place. Ones you least expect. And they all incomes. They don't have to be broke. Okay, it's all incomes. All right. And men, y'all stay away from the Dustettes. Just stay away from them. These raunchy, loud women all up in your face, snapping their fingers and stuff. Ooh, child, you gonna have problems. Resume.
Looking to cause harm, and they never pay the fare.
Deputy Commissioner of Operations Kaz Daughtry telling reporters Friday there isn't before he even got on the train.
I know, I'm sorry, I keep rewinding. You see him? Dusty. Yep. Today's Dusty Day, isn't it? Okay. I'll stop talking for a second. Let's get through this video because we got another one after this. I'm not going to hold y'all here forever. Resume.
Train.
He did not pay his fare. Oftentimes we see people enter to the subway station looking to cause harm, and they never pay the fare.
Deputy Commissioner of Operations Kaz Daughtry telling reporters Friday there is indeed a connection between curbing violence in the subway system and enforcing low-level quality of life crimes like fare evasion.
A small group of individuals that we catch during these fare evasion operations that are recidivists, that have warrants, that have guns, that have knives.
That apparently includes the female companion of the man in the light-colored jumpsuit. She's the one wearing a mask and is seen on video allegedly stabbing the man in black in his lower back area, which clearly escalated the situation.
It's politics and money. Fraud,
As for the man who pulled the trigger, Brooklyn DA Eric Gonzalez saying today, quote, yesterday's shooting inside a crowded subway car was shocking and deeply upsetting. The investigation into this tragic incident is ongoing, but at this stage, evidence of self-defense precludes us from filing any criminal charges against the shooter. Police still looking for that female companion. The investigation obviously continuing. We're live in Brooklyn this afternoon. Jay Dow, Pix 11 News.
And Jay, before we let you go, is the NYPD considering any stronger screening methods or maybe even officers on physical trains?
Well, I asked Chief Manager again just that, if this incident bolsters the case for that kind of discussion. He did not want to personally advocate for that kind of, tool, a metal detector or some other kind of intense screening, but he said that absolutely this incident would support that line of thinking. Aaron.
Now, I don't know exactly. I wish I had that video, but now they got all these officers on the train. It's only going to last for maybe about 30 days. And afterwards, they're going to pull them off because they're going to say that, due to the cost. That's what's going to happen. And then also I heard, too, in New York, the people that work in the toll booth, the token booth and everything, right? They having them walk around. They can't stay. They got to walk around like they're security. They did not sign up to be a police officer. They did not sign up to be security. They signed up to work in the token booth, to give tokens, tickets, or whatever. Now, imagine if you, one of those people that's you up in age, you're about to retire. You got a bad back, you in pain, or whatever kind of physical problem you have. You're not able to walk up and down and stand up. That's not what you signed up for. But you got to do the job because you're so close to the big day. See what I'm talking about? Wow. All right, we're gonna get into this other story. Yeah. There's another story we're gonna get into. Beautiful girl, beautiful. All right. I'm so sorry here. Let me get to the next video. Ooh. Now we're gonna get into this one. You know what? There's another woman. What she would do for the wood. What she would do for a wood stick. Are you kidding me? Ladies, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. You're gonna spend the rest of your life in jail for a wood stick. God. All right, let's get it.
Office saying there's evidence that yesterday's horrific shooting on a packed subway car was an act of self-defense. Fox 5's Jessica Formoso live in downtown Brooklyn.
I'm sorry, this is the wrong video, but let's just watch this video, then we're gonna get into the wood stick story. All right, let's finish this out.
With more on what authorities say happened. Jess.
Stephen, Natasha, well, we did speak to a woman who was on that train. She is traumatized, telling us that she didn't know if she was going to make it home last night to her children, telling us that she is not going to take a subway here in New York City ever again. Now, the person who was shot remains in the hospital in stable but critical condition. As for the man who pulled the trigger, well, he is not going to face any charges.
Let me out! Let me out!
Chaos erupting on a train Thursday evening. Passengers terrified, trapped in a moving subway with nowhere to go as gunshots rang out. Sherry Paul on that train. She was trampled as she tried to escape.
I am very afraid. I am very afraid.
This chilling video, 4.5 minutes long, 4.5 minutes of fear. Passengers hiding under the seats, hugging one another, not knowing what the outcome would be.
When I see the shooting, I'm like, no, I think I'm not going out alive.
Police say it all started when, for no reason, a 36-year-old man began provoking a 32-year-old man. This all happening on the A train near the Hoyt-Schermerhorn station. The cell phone video shows the 36-year-old acting aggressively, arguing and physically attacking the victim. The victim's companion tried to intervene, pulling out a knife and stabbing the attacker. But that's when you see he gets enraged and pulls out a gun from his jacket. A struggle ensues. Police say the
I meant to show this video. Do you see this one? It's a walking time bomb. Some sick people walking around out here, man. Ladies and gentlemen, be careful. Watch your surroundings. Don't always be, if you always do this and that people know your schedule. Always switch up. Don't be predictable, because these lunatics out here, once they see you're predictable and they know your schedule, your routine, this is when they come for you. Always be different. Never let nobody know exactly what you're doing, when you're doing, and how you're doing it. Switch up. There's nothing wrong with that. Just in case. Reason.
32-year-old was able to pull the gun from his attacker.
Ultimately, he's disarmed and shot with his own gun.
Shooting 4 times, striking him in the head. Once the train pulled into the station, officers flooded the train. The 32-year-old shooter seen here was taken into custody immediately after. He is not facing any charges, though. The Brooklyn DA saying Friday that evidence shows he acted in self-defense.
Thank God. Thank God. That was self-defense. Thank God.
According to the NYPD, the 36-year-old evaded the fare, walking right through the
Look at the Dusty coming through. Feel entitled. I don't have to pay the fare. I'm just going to walk through the door because I am an entitled Dusty. Low life.
Emergency exit. They say from that moment, he was up to no good.
Small things as walking through an exit gate, or emergency gate, hopping over the turnstile, lead to big things.
I agree with him. Yeah, just small things leads to big things. All right, we're gonna get into the couple, the oh gosh, the wood stick lady. All right, give me a second here, and I'm sorry about that. What I did. Alrighty now. Now we're gonna get into the woman, what she would for her man, for the wood stick. This is so sad. This beautiful woman lost her life for a woman that's obsessed over the wood stick. And if you see how he looked, oh my gosh, what is wrong? Let's get it.
New details on a shooting in Cheltenham. We're now learning that the murder of a mother killed outside of a Dunkin' was planned for months by these two people here in the middle. And investigators say it was all over an ended affair. And Kelly, it's like something out of a movie.
Jason, it really does. The DA says today they believe this was a conspiracy, a murder for hire of a completely innocent mom and beloved school teacher by a man that didn't know her, and a woman who investigators say was filled with jealousy and hate.
Her memory will never be lost.
Heartbroken parents of 35-year-old Rachel King thanked investigators for the first step towards justice in their daughter's murder. King was shot to death in the parking lot of the Cheltenham Dunkin' Donuts on April 11th in front of her 11-year-old son, Jalen.
We know the road ahead is not going to be easy, but we believe in the team of people that are here today.
A truly innocent woman is targeted.
Beautiful woman, beautiful smile.
Targeted in a long planned murder, all because of an ended affair.
The Montgomery County DA's office says defendant 34-year-old Julie Jean had an affair with a longtime boyfriend of King's last year. And after he broke it off, Jean harassed both King and her boyfriend, which led him to filing a protection from abuse order against Jean in early December. The DA's office believes Jean's plotting began.
Ladies, you see what I'm talking about? Look at him. This wood stick you had to keep. You did all of this. Stupid. Excuse my language. Reason. Well, you're gonna spend the rest of your life in jail. You're gonna think about it. You too. You and your dusty, broken down dreads. You don't believe in twisting your dreads? You're supposed to go get them twisted every, 2-3 weeks or something? Nah, you don't want to do it because you're dusty. You better walk around looking like a sheep.
In mid-February when she started talking to and conspiring with 33-year-old Zaki Al-Hakim, who's related to the father of her children. Investigators say cell phone evidence from Al-Hakim's phone revealed this map of King's apartment complex with a pin marking her home and this picture of a phone held by Jean with King's photo on it.
The defendants were also connected through a silver Mercury Sable.
Investigators discovered the Mercury Sable connected to King's shooting was purchased in Jean's name 2 weeks before the murder. Her and Al-Hakim went together to buy it at a shop in Philadelphia. The DA's office says after King's murder on the 11th, Philadelphia police spotted the Mercury Sable while patrolling. It was also wanted by their department for a murder on April 7th on 5100 North Broad. A brief chase led to a crash, and Al-Hakim was taken into custody.
In the course of 4 days, he killed twice.
The DA's office says spent shell casing.
Ladies, what you think? When you look at his dusty picture there, don't he look like he don't bathe? He don't look like he bathed. Looks sweaty, nasty. But she wanted it. She had to keep it. Pathetic. Ladies, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. Resume.
Things from the April 7th murder and King's murder matched, and they believe they came from a ghost gun in this picture taken in mid-March, found on Al-Hakim's cell phone.
Our hearts are hurting, but we also believe this in time they will be healed and we will move forward with our grandson, Jalen.
Now, the DA's office says both suspects deleted their conversations from their phones, but detectives were able to recover most of it, including a Cash App payment only hours after King's murder. Both of them are behind bars and are facing charges of first-degree murder and conspiracy, among others.
All right, Kelly.
I believe I have one more news clip on this one, then, and now that's it. That's it. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Do I have one more clip? Let me see. Yes, this is the last news clip, and that will be it. All right, let's watch this clip. Look at her. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? And look at the dusty. Even with a haircut, he still looks dusty. Reason.
A man and a woman have been found guilty in the murder-for-hire plot of killing a Philadelphia teacher. That verdict was just handed down by jurors. Took them less than an hour to convict Julie Jean and Zaki Al-Hakim in the killing that happened last April. It's Thursday night. Shari is off. Christy Lotto is joining us. And the big story in Action News is a verdict handed down in a murder-for-hire trial.
That's right. Jurors in Montgomery County found both defendants guilty. Action News reporter Leland Pinder is live at the courthouse in Norristown with the details. Leland.
Yeah, Rick and Christy, family members say justice has been served here today. It was about 45 minutes is what it took those jurors to convict the pair in the murder of...
Wait a minute, you got me busted out laughing. These are so-called women. These days are so damn desperate. Yeah, they sure. They gotta have They gotta have any piece of a wood stick. They will settle for anything. Knowing they not happy. The man ain't doing nothing for them. The man is cheating on them. And degrading them. But they gotta keep that wood, Jeremy. They gotta keep it. Resume.
Rachel King last April. 34-year-old Zaki Al-Hakim and 35-year-old Julie Jean will now spend life in prison. We talked to King's parents right after the verdict and the sentencing. They thanked police officers, the DA, and also had this to say.
We're thankful to God for just giving us the strength to go through this. And today is a day of victory for Rachel, a day of victory.
I'm relieved, grateful. I'm saddened. Honestly.
Excuse me. But ladies, do y'all see that cutie pie that's in the back, the tall one with the long braids? I don't know, that's a brother or something. But he's a cutie. Woo, child, Lord have mercy. Resume.
There really were no winners today. This was not a winning situation at all. My daughter is gone. This does not bring her back.
35-year-old Rachel King was shot to death while she sat in a drive-through line in Cheltenham on April 11th, 2023. The popular Philadelphia teacher was murdered in front of her 11-year-old son Jalen while he sat in the back seat. Prosecutors say Al-Hakim was hired by Jean to commit the murder. Jean was the ex-lover of King's ex-boyfriend, William Hayes. It had been a very emotional trial, and King's family and friends had been in court every day. King's sister said she couldn't wait to get home to her nephew, King's son.
My God, I cannot wait to hold that little boy and tell him that the people who murdered his mother have been held accountable.
And the specific charges, the pair were convicted of first-degree murder and also conspiracy to commit murder. Al-Hakim also facing a charge of possession of an instrument of crime. The sentences will be served concurrently. Now, also today, during the sentencing, the victim, Rachel King, her family spoke, her parents and her sister. However, the pair, the people accused of this horrific crime, waived their right to do so. Live outside the Montgomery County Courthouse, Leland Pender, Channel 6 Action News.
She waived her rights and he waived his rights because they don't feel they did anything wrong. Look at her. You can tell by looking at her. She don't have no regrets. She's a silly woman. You are a silly woman. Put you in a silly category. What a shame. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's just the end of it. That's what I want to discuss with these topics here, and I want to touch on this beautiful young lady. Your mother raised you well. You don't have time for Dusties, but unfortunately, this was a Dusty that just took it to the most. You know, prayers for your family and to your beautiful sister too, that the recovery is, you know, she has a great recovery and she gets therapy, because I know she's gonna miss you like crazy. We see the mother distraught. She's going out of her mind. And you low-life Dusty, was it worth it? Was it worth it? I don't know why you got your head down. You didn't have it down before. What Melvia says, no one should ever be attacked because they don't want you. Well said. Oh, what you say? I saw this. Oh, so you did see that with the happened on the train in New York City? All right, that's just it. Let me stop talking here. And thank you everybody for being here. I know it's a double-decker. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And may everybody have this as a blessed night and a safe one. And remember, men, stay dusted free. And ladies, stay dusty free. And be careful. Oh, there was another clip. Never mind. I won't show it. But another thing is, you know, I'll say about something with women, but I'll just stop talking. All right, everybody have this as a great night and a blessed one. Thank you for being here. And if you didn't hit the like, make sure you hit on your way out. Adios.